What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and this is a quick little video I want to talk about a little bit about this thing about Peter Thomas being a fake ass friend, according to Apollo Nida, whatever, pretty boy. That's what they call him. Okay, so anyway, shout out to my YouTube fam. From my YouTube fam, so I describe like what you see in like share this video. Now, Apollo recently, a couple days ago, has discussed it that he has, is basically mad about he feels that Apollo, he has said it's not a, he's basically a fake friend. Of course, Peter Thomas feels talking about like, you say I'm not a fake friend, whatever, right? Or whatever, he just feels some type of way. I don't know, it's no updates or whatever, right? But I want to say this. Now, we witnessed both Peter and both Cynthia last season taking up for Apollo to a point that there's basically questioning Phaedra, and has she sitting here has became a Southern Belle thought, and that was questioned, and they were more so gearing towards Apollo's side than they were Phaedra, and that's why Phaedra and Cynthia kind of like beeped it out, was because of them feeling some type of way. We sat there and they sat there, the speaker, and spoke to Apollo, I think once he had got in jail, but I'm just saying they were on his side, considering that when they first Peter and Phaedra met the last time when they first met, they about to get to it at Kim's baby shower when Kim Zodiac was still on there and shit. They about to both supposedly there, but they managed to mature, I guess, enough that they became friends, whatever. But what Apollo seems to be saying, if he's a fake friend, I don't know if he's not putting supposing money in his book. I didn't know that was obligated. I didn't know that was supposed to be the fucking fine print. Please tell me, because I didn't know that shit. But at the same time, Apollo, it seems like, how I still feel like he is not basically holding accountability for everything he has done. So some people reflect the guilt that they have for certain things on people who are there. You know what I mean? In this case, as far as I'm concerned, Peter did more than what he had to do in terms of being his friend. But just like y'all watched this boring ass episode that came on earlier today, like how Phaedra was saying, like, he's one of the few, Bond is one of the few friends that has been there as far as like making sure her and the kids are alright. But there we go again with obligation. Some people, once you get in there, whatever, like, people look at the outside in, and some people, once you get in there, people just worry about being outside, worry about their own families, because in the end, people, 9 times out of 10, when people go to jail, unless it's some fraud and some other damn shit, whatever, it's usually from their actions. And it's kind of like in his case, how you can feel so sorry for somebody who not only is repeated this behavior, but repeated a time it wasn't even necessary, when he had to actually had plenty of outlooks and chances of expanding the empire of what it could have been started. Okay, all right, and could have got money the legal way, instead of people got to worry about the identities in the backpack, briefcase, and the iPhone or iPad or whatever the fuck else was going on. And that's the thing there. So if he's reflecting it on Peter as trying to say he's a fake friend, but I mean, what was y'all? He acting like, I went down and you didn't go down with me, as far as the thing is. But if Apollo is the one who did the shit, what is Peter requirements now of what he's supposed to be doing? Okay, he's up there in North Carolina doing other stuff with his businesses and stuff and so forth. But in the end, I feel like he, maybe based on his styles, just wants attention. And the real reality is he got caught, and to a certain point, he may be not still accepting that he has. I mean, of course he's accepting now because he's still incarcerated. But in his case, it's like, dude, nobody owes you anything in terms of that. Now, we hear that even in that still, I guess he has back and forth with Phaedra. I don't know if she still even let her kids actually see him, because it's always an excuse, even though gas is lower than $2 and shit now in most places, she can't seem to take him there or whatever. Being all her job, she still doesn't have time or have the money access to go see his father. She don't want him to see him anyway, in those circumstances. So, but like I said, it's not obligated of Peter to make sure he stays his friend or whatever his requirement as a friend. while Apollo's serving his time. What he's obligated, what he still needs to work on, for one thing, is working out his marriage and making sure his business is straight, and you know, his kids, and you know, and taking care, you know, stuff like that. It's not required for him to be Apollo's buddy. If y'all remember My Buddy, you'll understand what the hell I just said in that way. But it is not a requirement. It is not written in fine print. Do they have a contract that, you know, that they negotiated with, that required that you to be Apollo's buddy, you had to do this, whatever. Like I said, he's not putting enough money on his books. He did not hide no accesses. But I'm just saying is that Apollo, that is not required. That's not how life is. There's very few people that fucks with you once you're in jail. They might fuck with you depending how long it is after you get out. But a lot of people, once you're in there, they move on with their lives in most cases. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, oh, okay, that was you? My pace. Keep your head up. You know, that's how it is. So as far as him feeling that Peter is a fake friend, then I mean he should know about things being fake. Because, you know, he sure was pretending to be other folks and shit for quite some goddamn time. So he sure had fake identities. Fake identities, making up fake ass, you know, things happen that wasn't even a real damn job. So he knows about stuff being fake. Fake job, fake. So I'm just saying, like, he know about shit being fake. So, anyways, y'all, what do y'all think about this mess? I'm just like, whatever, bro. I mean, yeah. But anyway, y'all, pleasant weekend. But like I said, you know, that's him. But anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video.